11,000 meters. That's where this adventure begins. At this depth, pressure is 1,100 times stronger than sea level. Your body would be crushed to the size of a marble instantly. Yet right now, at this exact moment, creatures are living down there, thriving, hunting, reproducing. How is that even possible? The Mariana Trench isn't just deep, it's the deepest place on Earth. 7 miles below the surface. That's 4 times deeper than Mount Everest is tall. And it's not empty, it's full of creatures. Creatures that shouldn't exist. Creatures that make no evolutionary sense. Creatures that will change how you see life itself. Today, we're taking you 11,000 meters below the surface. We're showing you what we found down there. And we're introducing you to creatures so bizarre, so impossible, that when scientists first saw them, they couldn't believe they were real. Are you ready to dive into the abyss? Because what's down there will haunt you. Here's what makes the Mariana Trench different from anywhere else on Earth. Pressure, 1,100 atmospheres. That's 16,500 pounds per square inch. A human body at this depth would be compressed to the size of a marble. Temperature, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, just 4 degrees above freezing. Not cold, 39 degrees. Darkness, 0% sunlight, not dim. 0, complete black, absolute darkness. Food, almost non-existent. The few nutrients that reach the bottom come from dead organisms sinking from above. Scientists call it marine snow, literal particles of dead life falling from the light zone above. Yet somehow, there are hundreds of species living there, each one perfectly adapted, each one solving the unsolvable. We've explored more of space than we have this place. We have rovers on Mars. We have satellites mapping the solar system. But we've barely scratched the surface of the deepest ocean. And when we finally sent submersibles down, what we discovered changed everything. The problem is simple. Nothing should survive at 11,000 meters. A fish's body is mostly water. Water doesn't compress. So how do fish survive pressure that should literally squeeze them into a smaller shape? Answer: evolution over millions of years. But not just any evolution, extreme evolution. Every single creature down there made impossible sacrifices. Some gave up eyes. What use is vision when there's zero light? Some gave up bones. Cartilage is lighter, more flexible, more adaptable to pressure. Some gave up traditional hunting. Food is too scarce down here. Instead, they glow. They wait. They attract prey with light. This isn't adaptation. This is complete redesign of what a living creature can be. But here's the question nobody's asking. If creatures can survive here, if they can thrive in conditions we thought were impossible, what does that tell us about life itself? Meet the Dumbo Octopus. Depth, 4,000 to 6,000 meters. Size, 8 to 12 inches long. Weight, less than a pound. Lifespan, unknown. We've only observed a handful in their natural environment. The Dumbo doesn't have bones. 0. Its body is 97% water. This isn't adaptation, it's erasure. The creature has essentially deleted everything about being an octopus except the shape. Here's what's insane. It survives by becoming invisible to pressure. Since its body is the same density as the ocean around it, the pressure treats it like part of the environment. It's not fighting the pressure. It is the pressure. Think about that for a second. An octopus that has evolved to become transparent to the force that would crush any other creature. But here's what nobody expects. The Dumbo is a predator. It hunts worms and crustaceans on the ocean floor. Picture this. An 8-inch boneless octopus drifting through complete darkness at 5,000 meters, hunting prey that's even smaller than itself. How does it even find anything? How does it catch anything when it has no teeth, no ink defense, no speed? The answer is remarkable. The Dumbo has no sensory advantage, no speed, no strength. So how does it hunt? It drifts for hours across the ocean floor. It uses chemoreception, tasting the water for chemical traces of prey. When it detects something, it doesn't chase. It can't chase. Instead, it uses its webbed arms to create a net. It wraps itself around the prey, and once it has the prey, it brings it to its mouth, a mouth so small it can barely eat. This hunt takes hours. Every meal is a victory. Food down there is nearly non-existent. When a Dumbo catches something, it's surviving another day. But there's one more thing about the Dumbo that scientists still can't explain. The Dumbo has organs inside its head that serve no known purpose. Scientists have found them, studied them, still can't figure out what they do. We still don't know. Maybe for communication, maybe sensory organs we don't understand. This is what fascinates me. 11,000 meters down, creatures have mysteries inside their own bodies. Now meet something that will haunt your nightmares. The anglerfish. Depth, 1,000 to 3,000 meters. Size, 2 to 12 inches. The anglerfish lives in absolute darkness, not twilight, not dim, black, pitch black. At this depth, there is zero sunlight, zero photons. Any light down here is created by living creatures. The female anglerfish created something impossible, a living flashlight. From her head, a bioluminescent lure hangs, an antenna that glows. This light is created by billions of bacteria living inside the lure. It's a symbiotic relationship written in biology. The fish houses bacteria. Bacteria produce light. Using its glowing lure, the female anglerfish hunts in the darkness. Prey is drawn to the light. In an instant, its jaws snap open, revealing needle-sharp teeth. The prey is swallowed whole. But here's the part that makes evolution itself seem insane. The male anglerfish is 1,000 times smaller than the female. Picture this ratio. If the female is the size of a human, the male is the size of a grain of rice. When the male finds a female, he doesn't court her. He bites her. And then something extraordinary happens. His body fuses with hers. Over time, his skin connects to her skin. Their bloodstreams merge. The male's eyes disappear. His fins atrophy. He becomes nothing but reproductive organs attached to the female. For the rest of their lives, they are one creature. When she eats, he eats, literally sharing blood. When she reproduces, he provides sperm. It's the most extreme relationship in nature. How did evolution create this? Why would a male sacrifice everything? The answer is survival. In an environment where finding a mate is nearly impossible, this guarantees it. If you think the anglerfish is extreme, meet the viperfish. Depth, 2,000 to 3,000 meters. Size, 12 inches on average. Teeth, so large they don't fit inside the mouth when closed. Look at this creature. The teeth are the first thing you notice. 2 giant fangs hanging from the lower jaw. Always visible, always threatening. But here's the genius. The teeth aren't for show. They're designed for hunting in complete darkness. The teeth are so sensitive they can detect the movements of prey from several feet away. When prey gets close, those teeth close around it like a trap. But there's more to the viperfish than teeth. Running down the entire body are lights, photophores. Not just one, dozens, maybe over 100. Each one controlled by the fish's nervous system. The viperfish can turn them on and off. It can create light patterns. Scientists believe these serve 2 purposes. First, hunting. The lights confuse prey, attract smaller fish. Second, communication. Different patterns might mean different things. The viperfish might have a language written in light. The largest teeth on a viperfish are proportionally larger than the teeth on a great white shark. A shark's teeth are big in absolute terms, but relative to body size, the viperfish wins. This is a 12-inch fish with predatory teeth designed for a creature 10 times its size. The viperfish's skull is hinged, not fixed, hinged. This means the jaw can drop at angles other fish can't achieve. It can unhinge its skull and swallow prey almost as large as itself. A 12-inch viperfish can swallow a fish 8 inches long. That's like a human swallowing a 5-foot-tall creature whole. When the prey enters the stomach, the viperfish has another surprise: an expandable stomach. The stomach doesn't just stretch, it expands dramatically. The prey might be 70% the size of the predator, but the stomach can handle it. How does the viperfish even find prey in 2,500 meters of darkness? With almost no food, with no way to actively hunt, how does it survive? The answer: the viperfish doesn't hunt often. It hunts perfectly. When it does hunt, the success rate is near 100%. Every attack succeeds. Every prey is captured. The fish has evolved to be so efficient that it only needs to hunt once every few weeks. This is not luck. This is precision evolution. This is a creature that has been honed by millions of years of extreme selection. The question isn't, how does it survive? The question is, how did it become so perfect? Comment: what creature do you think is most perfectly adapted to its environment? We've only discovered a fraction of what's down there. Think about that. We live on a planet where 95% of the ocean is unexplored, where creatures are still being discovered, where every submersible dive might reveal something that rewrites biology. And yet, most of us live our entire lives without ever thinking about what's 11,000 meters below us. The greatest frontier isn't Mars. It's here, on our own planet. In the deepest, darkest, most extreme place on Earth. If this journey into the Mariana Trench fascinated you, changed how you see life, made you question what you think you know, subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on notifications, because every week we're diving deeper. We're finding new creatures, new behaviors, new mysteries. And the creatures we haven't found yet? They're going to blow your mind. Thank you for diving into the abyss with us. Thank you for being curious. Because curiosity is what drives discovery. And discovery is how we understand ourselves. See you on the next dive.